Yo, what's going on, guys? Weird day. Volume down a little bit. Dark. You talk about dark pool madness. Remember last night I said it. I said I'm just going to start rounding this dark pool percentage up to 70%. Well, you get what you asked for. We're at 71% of all trading done in the old crappy dark poopy pool. Okay. Another thing got me real fired up. 5-6 days ago, I think I shared that wonderful piece of DD on Reddit about the payment for order flow, the brokers that are using them. I think we all kind of know by now. But this article here, actually this piece taken straight from WEBULL, materials aspects of relationships with market centers. WEBULL Financial LLC has prepared this report for the SEC, requiring all broker firms to make available to public quarterly reports about their order routing practices. Okay, let's just name off the ones that are in this list right here. Okay, starting WEBULL receives payment from Virtue Financial Inc. Wholesale Market Unit for direct order flow. Okay, WEBULL receives payment and charges from Virtue Financial Inc. WEBULL receives a payment from Citadel Securities for direct order flow. WEBULL receives payment from 2 Sigma Securities for direct order flow. WEBULL receives payment from Jane Street Securities for direct order flow. WEBULL receives payment from APES Clearing Corp. Okay? So I'll pop that in there for your reading enjoyment, but I think all you need to see is right here. Right? I mentioned last week that I was going to get out of WEBULL. I am going to do that. I was a little bit freaked out with the options. I have not done that yet. Tomorrow I'm calling Fidelity, where most of my money is held. And I was a little bit worried about my options in WEBULL. What I'm going to do tomorrow is just off those things, buy the shares, wait for the settlement 2 days, and I'm transferring everything to Fidelity. I'm done with it, right? So we've been talking about the payment for order flow. Now we're talking about dark pool madness, okay, 71% today. Also, too, the longer this keeps dragging out and the more pissed us apes get at all of this, if we really start transferring out of these brokers, and going to Fidelity and going straight through the exchange, it will severely damage these guys. And we need to seriously start doing it. I know a lot of us are. I know it's just the beginning. But the longer these hedge funds want to drag this out, there's millions of apes that are just as smart as these hedge fund people. And there's a monster massive, even for dummies like me. I can read, barely, but I can read. And I know what to do and what to follow. And if we keep doing this, we're going to bust these guys' asses. They're already screwed. But the longer they want to drag this out and the more BS they want to play, the more we're going to uncover and the more damage it's going to end up doing. They're making the damage by letting this go. We know that. But the more we find out here, it's just a matter of time before we find something that nobody can truly ignore. It really is. What is it? I don't have the foggiest clue. I don't have the foggiest of clues. Okay, so that's that. Let's touch on some dark pool stuff. And again, if anybody didn't see, the reverse repo operations, let's just call it. Why not? It'll be there tomorrow. I called the shot on the 70% dark pool. 898 billion today. Yeah, hello. This here, real quick, let's just touch on this. I'll pop this in there for you guys. Pretty good read if you have not seen this. Weakest we've ever witnessed. Morgan Stanley warns crashing breadth will result in material correction. This was posted today's article. Right here. Weakest we've ever seen, Morgan Stanley said, will result in a material correction. 2 weeks ago, when stocks suffered a modest air pocket, we pointed to something ominous. Market breadth has been collapsing, similar to what we observed last summer when a handful of market generals did all the heavy lifting. Okay, if you guys want to read the rest of it, I don't want to bore you and read it. I'll pop it in there for you. Let's touch on the old... real quick. This is an old article. I think I did touch on this a long time ago, but let's just read this here, you guys. 2005, okay, so 16, 17 years ago, whatever the hell you want to call it. I touched on this story briefly. I don't remember this portion of it. I think I might have just shared it. It was a couple months back. But just listen to this. If you want to read the whole article, I will pop that in there for you too. But you want to talk about market shenanigans? In February this year, remember that was 2005, Michigan-based entrepreneur Robert Simpson decided to see what would happen if he bought the entire stock of one company. Using a single broker, with a couple of days, Simpson had paid a little over $5,000 for 1.285 million shares in OTC bulletin board property development company Global Links. According to Simpson, these shares were delivered into his account shortly afterward. Yet, the following day, 37 million Global Link shares were traded on the bulletin board. The next day, 22.471 million shares were traded. On either day, Simpson traded nothing. Hello, does that sound familiar? Read this here, you guys, if you don't remember me posting, or if you guys weren't around then. Went through the whole lawsuit phase of this whole damn thing, the whole deal here. So I'll pop that in there for your reading pleasure. Here's your dark pool. AMC, 83.2 million shares today. Regular trading, you guys remember. Dark pool trades reported for AMC have accounted for 71% of the total volume. Over the past 20 days, average dark pool volume has been 62%. Total volume in dark pools was 59 million out of the 83 million shares traded today. All you need to see. Let's touch on a few tweets here, shall we? Everybody's getting into this dark pool. I see our boy Chucky Payne had someone on today, and then he's going to get Stephanie on there tomorrow. The dark pool whisperer, the stock whisperer, the dark pool queen over here. Anyway, real quick, former Wall Street lawyer here. Do apes know that the SEC could halt or suspend dark pool trading at any time they want? The government tests pilots program all the time. Why not pause for 30 days? Man, imagine what, do you think we would see some natural price movement for once? Could that be possible? Just think about that. Will they do it? Yeah, no, of course not. Why would they, right? This one, Jesus, 12:18 p.m. Eastern. This is our tweet. Couple tweets I wanted to share here, you guys. 12:18 p.m. Eastern. For that minute, dark pool volume was 91% of the entire volume. Shout out to Randall Cornett over there on the Twitter. He shares some pretty good stuff over there, too. I follow him. Great Twitter he's got going there. But here's your 1 minute, 12:18, 91%. Minute before that, 88%, 73%. You get the picture. You know where we ended up at. Just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Want to do the Ape Strong segment tomorrow. Nothing happening on the dark pools. SEC silent and everyone else looking the other way. A damn shame. Yes, it is, Charles. He had somebody on it. Pretty good little brief video clip I did see somewhere. I think it was on Charles's Twitter, if you want to check that out. But I'm just touching on this dark pool stuff is getting thicker by the day, right? So, old Stephanie, she's good too. We did a couple articles, her, and visited her website in a couple of my videos. But she's the stock whisperer. What a cool name. Especially for a gal. That's badass. So she's going on tomorrow. I will be exposing the dark pools tomorrow. Catch me live on Fox Business with Chucky Payne, 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern. Dark pool abuse. That was the hashtag, wasn't it? That was trending all day long. So let's get this dark. Maybe somebody will listen over there, and maybe we can get something going with this dark pool. I don't understand how they're going to keep trading in this thing, and the price is going to go. No, who knows? We don't have a damn clue. But it sure is fun. So the swingers fired up a little bit today. This thing really pissed me the hell off the more that I think about it, and why my shares are sitting in WEBULL, right? I mean, Jesus. Let's share this as much as we can, too. That's it, you guys. Oh, let's touch on this on the way out the door. I always got to bring up a BS article. Here's how to trade AMC with candlestick charts and simple moving averages. No, thank you. Who wrote this article? Who did it? Don't say, you're lucky. Anyway, I don't think anyone that's holding AMC, we're not looking at candlestick charts and simple moving averages. Thank you. Think so. We'll get back with you on that, jackass. Anyway, guys, that's it. Get your shit out of WEBULL. We need to get all these other YouTubers that are promoting, and I'm not trying to say anything bad about anybody. We need to shut down WEBULL. They're worse than, just as bad, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't matter. Citadel's involved. All of these big wigs are involved. We're just feeding them dough. Feeding them ducats. Okay, guys, love you. Let's see what happens tomorrow, Friday.